Okay, you are literally paying Meta to test ads that your competitors already know do not work. I mean, think about that for a second. There was a very real reason why someone else launches a Facebook ad and it just starts converting on day one, while you're sitting there on week 3, burning through your budget and still trying to test. Well, we're going to fix that today. Let's dive right into this explainer and completely rewire how you approach media buying. Look, your competitors' Facebook ads aren't inherently better than yours. These guys aren't necessarily smarter than you, and they don't even magically have a bigger budget. The harsh reality, they're simply looking at the winning answers before they spend a single dime. They are actively analyzing your market's winners before ever creating their own. And honestly, the craziest part about the whole shebang is that doing this is completely free and completely legal.
Because here's what 90% of people do. They use the Meta ad library, but they use it totally wrong. They search randomly, they guess, and they ultimately end up just copying their competitors' losing ads, the failed tests. But the smart way, which we are unpacking today, uses specific data-driven parameters, specifically the new 2026 filters. This lets you completely bypass the garbage and decode only the highly profitable, proven winners.
So here is our playbook for today. First, we'll cover how to stop paying for failed tests. Then, 7 ways to spy for free. Next, the 2026 winner filter, followed by our 5 signal checklist, and finally, find, decode, and rebuild. Let's get right to it. Section 1. Stop paying for failed tests and escape the ad library trap. Because just scrolling aimlessly through a brand's ads is exactly why you're wasting hours copying things that don't work. Section 2. 7 ways to spy free. This is your open source intelligence toolkit. Facebook actually makes viewing competitor ads totally open. You just need to know exactly where to look. So here are the 7 methods you can use right now. And no, you don't need expensive software. We've got the official Meta ad library, obviously. Then there's the Facebook page transparency section, the Google Ads Transparency Center, and free ad spy tools like Big Spy or Vazel. You can also do manual feed monitoring, which is literally just training your own feed to show you competitor ads. For the more technical folks, there's the Meta Ad Library API, and finally, browser extensions like Ad Library Helper. All legal, all totally free. Now, page transparency is a brilliant little native shortcut. If you're already on a competitor's Facebook page, just click About, then Page Transparency, and hit Ads from this page. You get an instant gauge of their spend level. I mean, if they have 2 active ads, they're just testing the waters. But if you see 200 active ads, you immediately know they are spending big and scaling aggressively. But hey, we don't just stop at Facebook. If you search their brand in the Google Ads Transparency Center and you spot the exact same video hook or the exact same offer running on both YouTube and Facebook, pay very close attention. That is never a coincidence. That means you've just uncovered their control ad. You've found the literal money printer that they are confident enough to push across completely different ecosystems. Section 3, the 2026 Profitable Winner Filter. Time to delete 95% of those failed tests. This right here is the true cheat code that separates the professionals from the amateurs. Over 100,000. That is your magic number. See, the new 2026 update to the ad library allows you to actually filter commercial ads by impression range. And by simply setting your filter to show ads with 100,000 impressions or more, you instantly delete 95% of your competitors' failed tests. You literally just stop studying their garbage. So put this into perspective, it's all about how we interpret these ranges. Under 1K, that's a brand new test, just ignore it. 1 to 10K is early stage, but once you hit that 100K to 500K bucket or the 500K to 1 million plus bucket, that tells you something undeniable. It mathematically proves the advertiser has passed their internal return on ad spend goals, they are highly profitable, and they are actively scaling spend behind that specific piece of creative. Section 4. Spot winners with our 5 signal checklist. This is how we extract actionable intelligence and absolutely guarantee we are analyzing a profitable campaign. Okay, before you even think about studying an ad structure, run it through this 5 signal checklist. Number 1, longevity. 2, impression volume. 3, creative variations. 4, cross-platform presence. And 5, ad copy patterns. Let's break down exactly why these specific signals confirm a winner. Signals 1 and 2 combined, that is your ultimate green light. If an ad has been running for 30 plus days and it has over 100,000 impressions, it's proven. Guys, absolutely nobody in the history of business pays to run a losing ad for an entire month at scale. It just doesn't happen. When you see this combo, you are looking at a highly profitable campaign.
The remaining signals, well, they give you the nuances. If you see multiple visual variations of the exact same hook, they've found a winner and they're milking it with A/B testing. If it's multi-platform, running across Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger all at once, that's confident aggressive scaling. And if you see recurring copy patterns, like leading with free shipping every single time, that reveals the exact psychological trigger that's converting your shared target audience right now.
Section 5. Find, decode, and rebuild. Going from spying to a live ad. And let me be super clear here. The goal is never to blindly copy. The goal is to systematically reverse engineer. This is the workflow. Step 1, you find that winning ad structure using the exact filters we just talked about. Step 2, you decode it completely, shot by shot. You strip it right down to its bare skeleton. And step 3, you rebuild that proven skeleton, but you inject your own product, your own brand, and your own distinct offer. Now, during that decode phase, you've got to ask some really specific questions. What exactly is happening visually in those first 3 seconds? What is the script doing from seconds 0 to 3, then 3 to 10, then 10 to 20? What specific emotional pain point did they choose to hit first? What call to action button are they using? You are essentially mapping out the exact pacing and the psychological journey of the ad.
And you know, this decoding and rebuilding process used to take hours and a full production team. Not anymore. Tools like AI Media Machine can literally take a winning ad URL, break it down shot by shot with an AI analyzer, and rebuild it by baking your product into that skeleton. Or let's say your competitor is crushing it with those hand-drawn whiteboard explainers, which, by the way, are absolutely huge in SaaS and education right now. Well, tools like Doodle can replicate that exact aesthetic for your offer in just minutes.
But hold on, before you run off to build your next campaign, you have to avoid these 3 massive research killers. First, searching the wrong page name. If nothing comes up, try their URL slug or an abbreviation, not their boring corporate LLC name. Second, ignoring that 100K plus impression filter. If you forget this, you are right back to studying garbage. And third, checking only one country. Smart global brands test their best new ideas in secondary markets, like Canada or Australia, long before launching them in the US. Don't miss out on seeing their next move before it even hits your primary market. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Your competitors have already spent thousands, maybe even millions of dollars testing the market. They've found out exactly what messaging, pacing, and hooks actually convert your shared customers. They already paid the bill. And the data? It's sitting right there, completely free, just waiting for you to filter it. So are you ready to stop guessing, stop paying for failed tests, and actually start looking? Take these strategies, apply the filters, and go build your next winning campaign.